Hey guys, happy holidays. I'm very excited. It's the week of Christmas. I'm in a very jolly mood. Nothing's gonna break my stride this holiday, except for Nick not liking Christmas and the holiday season.
I thought you were just gonna say except for Nick, which is also true, just in general.
I could have said that, but I
hmm
didn't. I didn't.
I enjoy Christmas decently enough. It's just the whole season I don't get excited for. The day is fine.
Yeah, no, I understand. We've talked about this
We
before,
have.
so I agree. I understand your stuff with Christmas and the holidays, which is perfectly fine. But we wanted to give a gift. We've been doing commentaries all week long, and by the time that you see this, there should also be our Halo Infinite review. But we're doing a commentary for a holiday film. It's a Christmas classic of the last 20 years, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and we're gonna be talking about Elf, baby, the Will Ferrell, Zoe Deschanel comedy, written and directed by Jon Favreau. I know it was at least directed by him, but I think he
Yeah, I
also
don't know if
wrote
you
it.
wrote it. I can check on that.
Yeah, but we in this household we like Jon Favreau generally.
Yeah.
We're big fans of his work. I like Elf. I've never been a huge lover of Elf, but I always watch it every year, and it's always an enjoyable time. It's a good comedy. I like Will Ferrell in it, which is very rare. But let's just
Wow.
get ready to do this. We're watching it over on HBO Max. At the beginning, there is like a 16-second commercial ad type of thing that you can just skip to, and it'll start right at 16 seconds. It'll start in black, and then we'll go straight into the movie. Again, we're watching this on HBO Max. If you have your own copy at home, just start it in black before it goes to the logos and the credits, and then we will just watch it all together.
hmm
All right, cool. So I hope you guys all have your hot chocolate or your cookies ready, and let's get ready to start this movie. We'll do three, two, one, go, and then on go, just hit the play button. That's the word that I'm trying to look for.
That's the word, or the space
Uh,
bar if you're that
Space
kind of
bar.
person.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work, but yes. All right, cool. In three, two, one, go.
Go.
All right.
We got New
Is this
Line
New Line
Cinema here.
Cinema?
Yep, a
Yeah,
staple of the early 2000s, baby.
it really was.
So I looked it up. Favreau did not write the movie. It looks like it has one credited writer who was David Berenbaum, who also wrote The Haunted Mansion, Spiderwick Chronicles, Zoom, and Strange Magic. That's his writing
Oof,
credits.
it doesn't have good writing credits.
Other than this movie,
Yeah,
apparently.
this is a good film.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, is,
hello.
it, is this Bob Newhart?
Yeah.
That's right. I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid. At least probably 10 years.
Yeah, I've seen it. Maybe I didn't watch it last year, but I know that my mom does every year. So I
Mm.
probably came into the room and she was watching it at some point.
Yeah.
Elfism, that's a new term. Well, it's not actually a new term. What kind of elf
Not
would you
to
like to be? Like, if you were working in a factory as an elf, like, what's the kind of thing that you'd want to be making?
not to bring too much attention to the fact that Bob Newhart's really old, but I saw him in The Big Bang Theory, which is like 10 years after this, and he seems so much older in that.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's like really spry here by comparison, in as
Hmm.
like an 80-year-old or however old he was here. Now this guy, I remember this guy.
Hey, look, Monopoly product placement and Bob the Builder, Mr. Potato Head.
Hey, you do what you gotta do to get your movie made.
Oh, yeah, agreed. That's a good line.
That's a classic burp sound
Oh,
effect there.
and a fart joke.
Mm. It's a classic, apparently.
It is a classic.
A film by Jon Favreau. So you don't like Will Ferrell usually?
I don't like Will Ferrell usually. I like him in
Hmm.
a couple things. I like Talladega Nights. I like Elf. He's good in the Lego movie. So there are a couple things that I like him in, but overall I don't
Yeah.
really like his whole shtick.
I will say that I always like Will Ferrell himself, but I don't think he's made something good since like Step Brothers. Like if you look at his movie history, other than Lego Movie, which he's not the star of, like pretty much everything else he's made has not been particularly good since Step Brothers. That was kind of the last gasp of him as like top
Yeah.
tier Will Ferrell, like in his Anchorman Talladega Nights era.
And I never got into Anchorman. Like for me,
Oh,
that just
I
never.
love the first Anchorman. The second one has some moments.
Yeah, for me, like Anchorman just never was my thing.
Hmm.
Like I know like the whole like, what, you, oh, what is it? When he's talking about like, and you ate a whole wheel of cheese? How did you do that? In fact, I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
talking to
like
his
there are a
dog.
couple good lines, but it's just
Oh, it's full of
yeah.
good lines. How dare you?
It's he's talking to his cat, right?
His dog, Baxter.
Oh.
Baxter's barking at him. He's like,
Oh,
you know I don't
is
speak
he
Spanish.
Is he saying like, what? You pooped in the refrigerator and you ate a whole wheel of cheese?
It's something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I'd be fine to do a commentary of that one day. Maybe you'll change your tune on it if we do that.
Maybe. Were there any cancelable names in these credits?
I didn't see any. I should check the producers for Scott Rudin.
Yeah, Scott Rudin, Brett Ratner. There were probably a couple in there. We didn't see the Rat Pack logo, so I don't think he's associated with this.
Yeah. The names on Letterboxd, you've got Cale Boyder, Toby Emmerich, Shauna Robertson, Todd Komarnicki, Jimmy Miller, Kent Alterman, John Berg, and Julie Darmody as our producers. I don't know any of those names.
Me neither. Maybe John Burr? That's probably the closest one that I
John
know,
Burr.
but I don't like...
Oh yeah, he's produced Wonder Woman, Aquaman, 2017's Justice League, and Doctor
Alright.
Sleep.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's how I know the name.
Yeah, Doctor Sleep. I would love to do a Doctor Sleep commentary.
Rebecca Ferguson.
That's all you have to say. I'm in.
I mean, realistically, our audience cares more about Ewan McGregor, but...
Here comes Santa Claus.
Now, do you think that this movie is fat-phobic for not portraying Santa Claus as really fat?
I can't even see Santa Claus yet, so I couldn't tell you.
What kind of cookies do you think those are? You think they're like snickerdoodles?
Those look like snickerdoodles to me from the
Right, that's what I thought.
brief glimpse I got. Are you a snickerdoodle fan?
I do like snickerdoodles.
They're not my favorite, but they're solid. I'm a basic bitch. I like chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip is good. I made
it's the
24 cookies last night at like 11 p.m.
Yeah. Do you see my post in the Discord earlier about how someone made chocolate chip cookies and put mint in them at our work Christmas party? Like,
Oh, yeah, I did see
that's
that.
evil shit. Who does that?
Crazy people.
Love to bite into a cookie and just taste toothpaste.
I've never been into mint chocolate chip.
Yeah. Oh, Ed Asner.
Oh, it is Ed Asner.
Yeah, I saw his name in the opening credits. I'm like, who's he playing this?
Plays Santa Claus. You know who I've always liked, and I feel like I'm gonna get his name wrong. Rob, it's not Rob Reitman.
Rob Schneider. Rob Reiner.
No, not Rob Reiner. Yeah, Rob
yeah,
Reiner.
when he
I've
actually
always
acts and
liked.
stuff. Yeah, I always enjoy
Yeah.
him. He's a great director too.
He is.
Stand by
Didn't
Me,
his
When
dad-
Harry Met Sally,
His
or two
dad
bangers.
passed away earlier this year, right?
It was either this year or last year, but he was like close to 100, if not over
Oh, yeah.
100. Not that I expected this movie to have great production design, but this North Pole set looks very, very cheap.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious what the budget on this bad boy was.
Cheap, to say the least.
I bet it made its budget back.
Oh, yeah. And definitely, like, residuals, it's made its budget back.
Okay, so I want you to guess the budget and guess the total worldwide box office.
I'll say it was 70 million
70
to
million?
make. 70 million to make. Made 120. No, worldwide it probably made like 200 million.
Okay, so it was 33 million to make, and it made 223 million.
I was close.
Worldwide.
I was close with how
You're
much.
close
it
on
made.
the yeah. So this is a composite shot, right? You can't accomplish that in camera.
Tell that to Peter Jackson.
Well, he had his tricks of the trade.
He did.
And then you see all the horror stories about when they were making the Hobbit movies in 3D, and Ian McKellen, because of that, he couldn't actually act on set with the Hobbits and the Dwarves.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so he had a couple emotional breakdowns on set because he couldn't act to anybody. He had to do all his stuff and then be composited in because the movies were going to be in 3D. So
Yeah.
they couldn't do the same tricks that they did on Lord of the Rings because of that.
Hmm. How old were you when your parents told you that Santa wasn't real?
I don't think it was something they told me. I think it was something that I think a bully at school mentioned it. I think I was like 9 or 10, and I think I kind of figured it out by that point.
I was that bully for people because my parents didn't let me
You'd
believe
think
in
that was me
Santa.
for people, just
Yeah, because
ruining everyone's life, being like Santa's not real.
because I was like with a friend and like we were writing letters to Santa or something like that. My mom was like, "Why are you writing letters to Santa? He's not real. I'm the one that gets all
Oof.
your presents for you."
Now I think what
And
actually
so like,
happened, if I'm recalling now, it might have been the same school year or the same year, whatever. But I saw my parents had left a receipt out, so I saw some of the stuff that they'd gotten me, and some of that stuff had Santa on the gift tag. So I'm like, this wasn't Santa. Santa wouldn't buy it at Walmart and leave the receipt out. Santa would just bring it to me. But oh well. I think I was
oh
9 when
well.
that happened, which is I feel like about the age where you start questioning it.
Some people don't question it until they're like 14.
Can't relate. Some people look at all that Monopoly product placement.
I know. Started off strong at the beginning and then we've
Yeah.
only gotten stronger.
But yeah, some people lead more sheltered lives. It just happens that way.
Ming Ming.
Ah, is that the character from ARMS that they put in Smash Ultimate?
No, that's Min Min.
It is a joke, I'm sorry. I was talking to someone at work earlier. It's like, I have the same dry delivery to everything I say, so people don't know when I'm being serious, and you also can't see me when I'm talking, so you especially can't tell.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels in the background, I think. Ooh, a cotton head Nindy
Ooh,
Muggins.
it's like calling someone a muggle.
No, Mudblood is the actual slur.
Mudblood. Sorry, my bad. Mudblood.
You have to be this person for someone where you have to like struggle to give them a compliment because they're otherwise really terrible.
Yeah, that kid in my film class. If you're listening to this,
That one kid in your film class, yeah.
yeah, that one kid that I've talked to you about.
Mm.
I do like this one.
Look at Mr. Potato Head in the background. Back when Potato Head could be a man.
Uh-oh. Fucking Kamala. And then it pops up.
Mm-hmm. Would have been perfect if they didn't cut there. Just made it all one take.
Yeah.
Lum Lum and Choo Choo.
Those names. Ooh, what
Whoa,
is that?
what's up with that distortion? Oh, okay, it's supposed to be distorted.
Yes, it is supposed to be distorted. Both of us just saw it immediately.
It's like,
We're
what?
oh.
I was waiting a second, like, is it my computer?
No, I didn't think it was my computer. I just thought it was a weird cropping issue with HBO. But it was supposed to be distorted intentionally.
Do you ever have it when you're watching something on Prime Video? It takes like 5 minutes for it to work out the fit for your screen.
No, but mine, I don't know if it's like my Xbox or maybe like one of my monitors or TVs or if it is just Amazon, but my Amazon will go like from different brightnesses all the time.
It's not
Like
that,
something will be like in dark and then
but oh
it
no,
will
don't
get
crush him.
like more bright, but it'll look like very washed out, and then it'll go to like being very dark to where I can't see anything except for like a couple outlines
Uh-huh.
So it's really weird and it bothers me.
Yeah, for me, what happens is that I think it's trying to figure out the fit for my screen on my TV, so it'll keep the bars on top and bottom will keep increasing and decreasing in size, and it'll sometimes they'll come in and out on the sides as well. It's like, come on, it shouldn't take 5 minutes for it to figure out what my screen's like.
Yeah. No, luckily that doesn't happen to me.
So I was gonna say John Favreau might be the first director we've done 2 movies from, but he's the third director we've done multiple movies from, actually.
Yeah, because we did Sam Raimi first.
Oh no, I thought we did 2 John Watts movies. Never mind. We only did one from
No,
John Watts.
we did. Yeah, we did 3 Sam Raimi films.
Yeah. I thought we did Homecoming for some reason.
New York City.
You want to go there? I would like
I
to go
will.
there. I definitely don't want to live there though. Want to pick some snowberries?
The snowman. I always liked the snowman.
I'm-
Leon.
I'd forgotten, but I remember him now. Did you play Animal Crossing when it was snowy, like last year?
I came on a little like wow. Okay. I did get on a little bit.
It took me a
yes.
second. Anyway, I was just gonna say the snowmen that you can make in that game. I don't know if there is a point where they're big enough to that they don't yell at you, but if you make one, they'll yell at you for not making them big enough, like every time. And it's like, bro, you wouldn't exist if it weren't
gotcha.
for me. So he's like, if you rolled up a little bit more, it would have been perfect.
D- there's a scene in this movie where he makes, I think it's waffles,
Yeah,
and
I remember
all the
vaguely.
stuff that he puts on top of it, which is like the whole like under the kitchen sink kind of recipe and stuff. Did you ever do that?
No, I do know in that episode of The Office for Pretzel Day, they had that one thing where it was the works or whatever it was called, where they put every single topping on it.
Yeah. No, I've never been like one of those people. Usually like because I'm a diabetic, not actually, but
Meme.
Walter. But I usually do like whipped cream on waffles and pancakes and then put syrup on top of that.
Usually just a syrup person. Usually have, if it's waffles, I might make like a sandwich out of sausage, or if it's pancakes, I'll just have sausage on the side.
yeah.
And I'll put syrup
Not
on
a
them.
sausage person. So that's where we differ.
Oof, yikes. What about bacon? You a bacon guy?
Oh, I love bacon.
Okay. If you weren't a bacon guy, we'd have problems. We would throw hands over the internet.
Bacon 100% is go-to for me. Bacon, ham, pork chops, like most pig I will eat. There's only a couple things that I either don't like or haven't tried in recent enough memory to see if I do or don't like them.
Yeah, like I like ham on like sandwiches and stuff. I don't like Canadian bacon on pizza.
I like ham.
It's specifically like really thinly sliced ham that I put on sandwiches.
Like lunch ham.
Yeah, like lunch meat.
Bye, buddy. Take care.
You think you're so cute.
No.
Bye bye.
I love this narwhal. Bye, buddy.
Buddy.
Hope you find your dad. I quote that all the time.
I'm starting to remember stuff from this.
Yeah.
There's a couple moments and scenes that I remember. And
Candy
characters.
cane lane.
You candy cane person?
I do like candy canes, yes. Like
I was
like I like mint candy canes. Some of the flavored ones, I'm like, please don't do this. Like you don't need to do
Yeah.
this. But
As mint
generally, I like candy canes.
Yeah, as mint flavored things go, candy canes are on the better end of them. I do like trying like back in the school days when we would just bring a bunch of candy home for Christmas break. Like I would enjoy trying the different flavored ones.
Mm-hmm.
But those are another thing I haven't had in a long time.
Yeah, candy canes. I would.
That's a
have
fat
more.
raccoon.
It is a fat raccoon. Snow, you think it's real or not?
The snow in this scene?
Yes.
Mm,
No, snow in general. You think snow is actually real?
well, all you said
Or
was
is it just
snow.
the
I didn't
government?
hear you said the snow, so I'm like, that
Yeah.
you're like snow as a concept. Is it real or not? It looked vaguely real in that shot of the raccoon. I would have bought either. So do you have any food or drink on this long journey?
No.
No. I wonder how long it is from the North Pole to New York.
Him walking? A year.
With no food or drink. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely still alive.
Damn, it rains.
Damn, this is like that shot in Spider-Man 3 where MJ's walking through New York.
Shibby-dooby.
Do you think the fish out of water stuff in this movie is charming?
Yes, but I generally like don't like it with Will Ferrell for the most part. Like the whole man-child thing. That's kind of what I don't like. Like Adam Sandler for me works for the most part, but here I'm like, not really. Well, not here, but with Will Ferrell stuff, I'm like, okay, I've seen enough. We can move on from this.
Yeah, I like him more than you do, for sure, it sounds like.
He just keeps coming back. There's the gum.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, buddy. Ugh.
Now,
Yeah,
if
you
they
know
shot this
what's
in
the
COVID,
most
they would not have done this.
Well, sure, but you know what else is like the most unrealistic thing is that the gum is coming off that easy. It's
True.
the winter time.
It's coming off totally clean.
It is coming off completely clean. Kangle.
You ever puke in public?
I mean, like, is school public?
I would say so.
Then yes.
So
Have you seen those videos of just like, you ever just be in class in like the 3rd grade and some kid just pukes at his desk?
Oh yeah, that's happened before.
Why was that a thing that we did?
I was gonna say it was like 4th or 5th, and I don't want to harp on the story too long because I know some people get really grossed out by puke. But it was like 4th or 5th grade. I was on the bus talking to the girl in the seat across from me, and it literally just came out all of a sudden, and I puked on her. It was the worst moment in my life.
Oof. Yeah, that's rough. Anyways, we won't talk about puke because some people get really...
Some people are sensitive to it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those things where I've never been sensitive to it. Like, I don't get grossed out by stuff, like in the sense that it makes me feel queasy if I hear about it. I think at some point I learned that people, if they get grossed out while they're eating, it makes them want to puke. That's never happened to me.
Yeah, for me that doesn't happen unless I smell it. Like, if I could smell just a really bad puke, I'm like, ugh. Makes me queasy to like an extent, but I never feel like I'm going to throw up. Did you have a favorite children's book as a kid?
Ooh, I've actually thought about this more and more recently, but I'm just kind of all of a sudden now and then I'll remember ones that I read, but Now that I'm on the spot, I'm blanking.
I think mine might have been one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Oh, like Dr. Seuss stuff. Yeah, Green Eggs and Ham was
Yeah,
mine.
the green eggs and ham was another one of mine as well.
Yeah, of the Dr.
I
Seuss stuff, that was always my favorite.
Yeah, like I could just go like, I am Sam. Sam I am. Do you
Who
like
say
green
you?
eggs and ham?
Surprised I never made a Green Eggs and Ham movie.
It'll come. Oh, you
If you
ever
build
made
it.
green eggs and ham?
I think we might have done it once with the food coloring and everything. And it
Yeah,
was
we
like,
did that in class one year.
Yeah.
We're like, oh,
I think we did it at home, and then I realized, oh, this is eggs and ham. I don't particularly love either of these things.
is that the girl? Oh, Amy. Amy Sedaris. That's Amy Sedaris. I just now noticed that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. I only know her from Mando.
Uh, yeah, I didn't want to say, hey, it's that girl from The Mandalorian.
Hey, Mando.
But that's Amy Sedaris. I just realized that.
Yeah, she's been around for a while.
Was she SNL?
I don't know. Another thing I'll look up.
Yeah.
In the meantime, what's your James Caan experience? What have you seen him in?
Let me look up James Caan. Is it the let me see.
Because I've seen him, he's in The Godfather as Sonny. He has one scene in Godfather 2 where they do one flashback scene. I've seen him in Thief, the Michael Mann movie, which is great. I would highly recommend anybody watch Thief. Off the top of my head, I think I've might have seen him do a voice acting in something. Let me look him up.
Yeah, because what I'm finding is him more as a writer.
Oh, he's the dad in the first Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Okay, yes.
That's right.
I love him in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah. Isn't Mr. T in the first one when they replaced him with Terry Crews?
That is indeed what happened because they replaced him with Terry Crews, and then the directors didn't come back for 2.
Was it Lord and Miller on the first one?
It was Lord and Miller. That was and
Okay.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, I believe, was the first Sony animation film.
The only thing I know about the second Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is the "there's a leak in the boat" joke. 'Cause one of my friends loves that joke to death, and
Really? That joke?
Yes.
It's a good joke.
he
but,
loves
like,
lame puns. Like that's his thing. Like when I forgot about that. That caught me off guard. Yeah, like even way more than me, he loves lame puns. Jordan, if you're somehow listening to this, shout out to you. You love lame puns.
Yeah. I saw Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 in theaters, and I've seen it a couple times after that, but I don't remember much from it.
I only
other
saw the
than, like,
first movie,
A
only,
scientist.
and it was only once.
Yeah, I think the plot of it was that a scientist made a food island, and the food become bug snacks. If you ever played, if you know the whole meme about bug snacks, that's essentially the plot of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, and they bring in Flynn to
Flint Lockwood.
fix
I
it.
remember that name.
Flint Lockwood.
So
You ever
until
fallen backwards on one of these?
no, I was about to say until
I
fairly
have.
recently, I've had a fear of escalators, particularly like up escalators. Like I can't see the bottom, so it's not that big a deal. But stepping on a down escalator, even to this day, still kind of frightens me a little bit. I don't like that it's moving in front of me, or like moving from under me.
Me and my mom, we were at an airport, and for like your fear of escalators is me trying to load luggage on an escalator,
Oh boy, that sounds terrible.
and so I like loaded my luggage up, and I was doing all this stuff, and then like towards the top, my luggage fell, and I fell back down
Oh,
the
no.
escalators. So that wasn't fun.
Now my big worry is like I fall on an up escalator, I fall near the top, and I knock down everybody on the way back down, like bowling pins. That's my fear. I feel like I know this guy from something.
Let's see.
Let's go to the International Movie Database for this one.
Santa!
What do you get this excited about in life? Well, I know the answer, but other than that, other than her.
I mean, I was gonna make a Hawkeye joke, but I'm not going to. I mean, I do genuinely get this excited for Christmas, and like if I know in October or November if we get a forecast of like, hey, snow's gonna be coming this week, I'm like, yay, very excited, because I know that it'll only be for a couple days, if that, and then it'll go back to normal.
I think I lagged out
until December.
Yeah, I lost that whole bit from me, so I'll hear that on the playback.
Yes.
Oh, so the actor's
Blonde
name
Zoe
is...
Deschanel or brown hair Zoe Deschanel?
We just talked about this. I'm not, like, particularly attracted to her. Oh, I'm buffering now. I'm at 2901.
2908.
Okay.
10. 11.
Still buffering.
Okay.
The answer is brunette Zoe Deschanel, if I have to choose. Although we did discuss in our Discord a little bit earlier that neither of us are particularly attracted to her.
No.
Okay, I think I have to refresh. This might take a minute.
Technical difficulties, folks. Remember, we're doing this virtually.
It happens. Did my HBO freeze? I literally can't refresh it.
I'm singing, and I'm sore. I'm singing.
So I refreshed it, and it took me back to the login page. That's good.
Singing. There's no singing in the North Pole.
All right, what are you at?
I am at 29, 56, 57, 58, 59, 30, 31.
Okay, I'm at 30:04.
Yeah, okay, so you're like a second or two ahead of me.
I think I paused for a couple seconds. I think we're in sync. 08, 09, 10.
10, 11,
Yep.
12. Yeah, we're close enough.
Yep. So what did I miss? He tried to flirt with her?
Yeah, he tried to flirt with her. He said that she was really good at decorations, and then they went over the whole like, oh, you have a really nice voice. Like, I can sing, but I choose not to.
That's right. Store. Yeah, she sings.
And then he does this whole bit. Yeah, and it's a really weird scene of him finding her singing, but 2000, folks.
2003 to be precise.
Yeah, 2003.
Oh, so I looked up the actor who plays the manager. His name is Faison Love, and he voiced Sweet in GTA San Andreas, which I don't think I would have I recognized him in the face, and it doesn't seem like I've actually seen him in anything other than this, but he does. Yeah, I have heard him do the voice work in that.
I'm looking through his. Maybe I saw him in a couple episodes of Blackish, because I'm just going through his IMDb right now. But yeah, going off of here, I haven't seen him in anything. Big Mamas, like father and son. You ever see that? You ever see any of the Big Mama films?
I saw the second one for some reason. I think even as an 8-year-old, I didn't think it was good.
You ever have a deadbeat dad?
No. I won't make him an offer you can't refuse. Even though James Caan didn't have that line. It is funny that Mary Steenburgen goes on to play Will Ferrell's mom in Step Brothers. I also just saw her in Nightmare Alley.
The new Guillermo joint.
Yeah. Which everyone saw.
Oh yeah, everyone saw Nightmare Alley.
Man, I saw The King's Man yesterday, and I've seen literally zero buzz whatsoever about that movie. Nothing good, nothing bad, just complete apathy.
I've seen that people have seen it, but that's it.
Yeah, I saw it, and I have no passionate feelings whatsoever about it. There's one great sequence, but the rest of the movie is so forgettable.
Oh, here it is. Ooh, and then the song choice, too?
Oh, I forgot she was in the shower. What the fuck?
Yeah, he finds her in the shower. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie really said, "Can I copy your homework?"
I know we watched that together like last year, but those three movies should be commentaries at some point.
Yes, I do love the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. It's fantastic. I don't think I've seen all of the second one, and I know that I have not seen the third one.
Third one was actually surprisingly good to me.
Baby,
Oh, they're singing this
it's
song too.
cold out. That's what I said. I'm like, and the
sorry.
song choice.
Like every now and then you can get me with slapstick. If you have a guy running right into a wall, that's the slapstick that'll get me.
Sleigh bells jingling, ring, ding, ding-a-ling too.
Did you have to do like choir concerts in elementary school growing up?
Yes. Yeah,
We did the Christmas one every year, so I did probably all these songs at one point or another.
me too. The one that I remember is "It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas."
I
That
think
one we sang a lot.
we might have actually never done that one. I don't think I recall singing that one. This song I remember doing because I always remember the giddy up, giddy up, giddy up part.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy.
And then he's like, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand.
Yeah. Just holding your hand.
Isn't this the same song where she's like Parson Brown, just all of a sudden? Like, we can build a snowman and pretend we're Parson Brown or some shit like that.
Yeah. Lego!
Hey, something for Manny.
I do love Lego.
This is foreshadowing for Will Ferrell's involvement in the Lego movie 11 years later.
You ever been like a master builder kind of person? I know that you said that you don't have a whole lot of Lego.
No, I don't have the patience for building. Every time I played Minecraft, I would get bored fairly quickly. And I also just don't have that creative part of me in the sense of, like, figuring out the logistics to build something. Never been my thing.
I did it a couple times, but I was never like proficient enough to go and do it. I made my PS4 stand out of Lego. So I just have it sitting up vertically, and I just put a bunch of, what is it? Those look like 2x1s? No, 4x2s. I put a bunch of like 4x2s, and I stacked them up high a little bit. Then I put blank plates, and I made little podiums to lock in the PS4 with the grooves at the bottom. That way there's enough ventilation at the bottom, and it stays in place.
Gotcha. I have my Series X laying down. I think everybody stands theirs up, but I have to have mine laying down because my TV stand isn't tall enough for it.
It definitely looks better standing up.
6 inches.
You ever curl up string? I don't know like what it's called. Ribbon. That's what it's called.
No, I haven't. I had no idea what you were about to ask
I've
me.
done it. I used to do I've done a lot of Christmas decoration and stuff with my mom for her job. So I've done a lot of this stuff like papers.
I thought it was right after he said the 6 inches line, so I thought you were gonna ask me, you ever have 6 inches? And I'm like, yeah, when I went to Subway as a kid.
You're not.
Hey, what are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
I'm Santa Claus. Is that Favreau?
Is it?
It is.
Look over at me, Favreau.
Look at the eyes.
Paul. Okay, yeah, the eyes and the eyebrows. I can see it.
I don't actually know if it is. You said
Actually, the longer we look, I don't think it's him.
the less I think it is him, right? It's not him. Nope.
I'm seeing. This might have been before we started recording, but as of recording, I just saw The Matrix Resurrections tonight. We've been talking about the mixed reactions. So, in addition
More
to
like the mixed tricks.
we've been talking about the reactions, and I had a handful of 4, 3.5s, and 4.5s on my Letterboxd. Well, a 1.5 has just joined the ranks, so it's happening.
Oh joy.
Yeah, you don't know this person, but they have a 1.5 now.
Let me check my letterbox.
I gave it a 4.5 for the record.
I did see it. I did not. Sorry, I didn't see Matrix. I saw your
Yeah.
4.5.
4.5.
All right,
3.5. What is this, Mulan?
someone I know gave it a 4.
Mm.
There we go. Let's see. Herman gave it a like. Good for you.
Bobby gave
And
it 4.
You gave it a 4.5. I'm not following Bobby.
You should follow Bobby.
I should follow Bobby. So it seems like everyone in my circle is like
Yeah.
Matrix.
Other than this one person who's like a Twitter mutual that I've maybe interacted with once or twice, he gave it a 1.5, and that's it. We are barely talking about this movie.
No.
No
You ever
smoking,
just
no
sit
spitting.
behind bars?
No.
Me neither. Now that I'm thinking about it, I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
why I would have to think about it, but I mean, like school field trips and stuff. Like maybe they put you behind bars for something, but I've never had that
No,
experience.
I don't know what field trips you go on, but no.
I don't know. Like I'm not. I'm. Did you ever go to like aeronautical museums and stuff?
I think I went to one with my parents. It was like an
Yeah, because for school field trips, we would. I guess the benefit is that we live in an Air Force city, so we have a base here. So we have a lot of aeronautical museums. But for school, we went to. I've been to the same museum maybe 3 times, and then to the university like planetarium 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times.
Yeah, there's like an
There
hour.
he is.
There's Johnny Fabs, okay. Yeah, there's
I
like
think
an
he had to show
aerospace
up.
museum like an hour and a half west of us, I think, that I went to once.
I live driving 5 minutes away from an air and space museum.
Nice.
It is right next to where I live.
Yeah, that's not why we're here.
You ever do a finger prick?
I don't know if I've actually done a finger prick. I remember one time I needed to get blood work done, and my mom was like, I think they're just going to prick you in the finger, and they ended up having to actually draw it.
I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, I've never done the prick.
Finger pricks and stuff.
You heard it here first, folks. I have never done the prick.
But you are one. Heyo.
Good one. Yeah, I think I was 9 or 10 when I got my blood drawn, and I screamed in that poor nurse's ear for the entire minute or however long it felt to get all the blood drawn.
I didn't get blood drawn until I was 16, 17, somewhere around there. And
I
then
didn't get-
my brother has to get. He has very thin veins, so he has to get the, not like child ones, but the ones that are a little bit nicer, I guess is the word. So he has to get one of those, but I didn't. So like my blood was fine, got drawn out and stuff. But as I was driving, I noticed that I started to get a little bit woozy. Not like I was driving off, but I was like, okay, when I get home, I'm taking a nap. But I made it home safely.
Yeah, I only got it drawn for the second time last year before I had to start some medication I was using. I had to get blood work done, and it was, believe it or not, it wasn't as scary as when I was 10 years old. It wasn't a minute like I thought the last one felt like. You know, I guess it's not quite a trench coat. I was gonna ask if you own a trench coat.
I don't own a trench coat, but I want to.
You want to?
Not like a trench coat, but a fashion coat
Yeah.
for men, I guess. Like, I guess it's a trench coat, but
A jacket
like
like
the
that, like
tweed
you see all the
ones.
dudes walking around wearing in New
Yeah,
York.
I want one of those.
Yeah. Well, I would say if you want to be in the Matrix, get a black trench coat and some sunglasses. That's all you need.
Exactly. I think I have Matrix like sunglasses here, or I
Hmm.
did when I was a kid, but I've never had a trench coat. No.
I just have transition lenses on my regular glasses, so that's the coolest way to wear sunglasses. Everyone knows that. You ever
Ooh,
drink soda
drink-
straight from
That's
the
what I was about to
bottle like this?
ask. Yes, I have.
My parents used to yell at me because I would do that with milk every now and then. If I just wanted like one drink of milk, and I would drink it straight from the bottle rather than pour it in the glass.
I would do the same thing with milk, but I've now not like that because milk doesn't disgust me. Like I drink milk all the time, but it's very much like, all right, I need to put this in a cup because if milk is expired or something like that, I don't want to find it out as I'm drinking
He's got
it.
maple syrup up his sleeve.
He's a Canadian.
You ever put syrup on your spaghetti?
No. Candy corns and syrup.
That salad looks kind of sus.
It does look sus. It looks old and not good.
It looks
I
expired.
don't even like salad, but I'm
No.
like, that's not a good looking salad.
No. Spaghetti doesn't look that great either.
So many cookies. Jesus Christ.
Oh, damn. My grandma just sent us a care package from Colorado with a bunch of different baked goods in it. I haven't had any of them yet, but I'm excited.
We love that.
Mm-hmm.
Walter, I barely know. Oh, look, it's
Oh.
me.
Yeah, it's Manny on every podcast recording.
Except for the last one.
Yeah. But you made up for it by doing it mid-commentary.
I did. Sleeping on the couch. Your thoughts?
Depends on the couch. Really. My buddies who moved into their apartment but back in July, they have an extremely comfortable couch that I'd love to sleep on. But some couches are not long enough, so that's the difficult thing.
Yeah, I've always been the same way because when I stay with my grandparents and stuff, if we go to like Puerto Rico or anything like that, I sleep on the couch. And so I found a way to just make it comfortable for me, even
Yeah.
though it's an older couch that doesn't really have a whole lot of comfort. But generally, I can fall asleep on a couch no problem and be fine.
Yeah, I usually can too.
My man couldn't even say I love you back to his son.
Well, he doesn't love him yet.
That's right. M&M's. Ooh, Hershey. I don't like Hershey chocolate.
It's okay.
I'm over Hershey chocolate. I'm over M&M chocolate for the most part. Like
Oh,
American
okay, I still
chocolate,
like
I'm just
M&Ms.
over. I
Oh.
like M&M still.
You're one of those people.
Um,
You're like, I need to get it from overseas. I need to export it or import it.
Oh, I don't import chocolate at all. Like I barely have chocolate in general now. But I will have the Pepperidge Farm cookies, the Milano ones. Those ones are so good.
Oh, not the TV stand.
Those rings were always fun to make.
We never did interior decoration like this.
We never did them in my house, but we would always do them for like school or for my mom's work growing up. Kellogg's Pop Tarts.
What about Pop Tarts? I'm sorry.
There's a Pop Tarts box
okay.
in the back.
Never loved Pop Tarts
There
as
it
much as
is.
I want to.
Me neither.
Although I think it's the brown sugar cinnamon ones. Those I like having from time to time.
Yeah, everyone loves those.
Hmm.
In general, Pop Tarts aren't. They don't do enough for me to
Yeah.
be like. I'd like to have this every now and then.
She just saw his little buddy.
Hey there, little buddy.
Was that necessary? It's scary to look at.
Oh, are those the snow caps?
I don't know.
Are those like the? I saw marshmallows.
I was gonna ask earlier when he was eating those cotton balls. Those look like marshmallows to me. Do you think that's what they actually were?
I think they were marshmallows.
You ever eat M&Ms and marshmallows and chocolate syrup on your spaghetti?
No.
Mm.
Oh, and a Pop Tart.
And a Pop Tart. Let's not forget the Pop Tart. Come on, buddy. No. I bet that was a fun day of Foley work.
Yeah.
Now,
Is
I
this
remember
Jay Leno?
Now, the chin's not pronounced enough. I remember a certain Game of Thrones actor being in this movie a lot more than he apparently is. Does he only have, like, the one scene?
Are you talking about Dinklage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
he
he
had,
only
like, a
has-
few big scenes, but he
No, I
must
think
only
he
have,
only
like, the
has-
one or two.
One or two, yeah.
I mean, obviously, it was before he was big.
I mean, really, Underdog put him on the map.
I was about to bring up Underdog, I swear. I had to mute my mic to yawn, and when I was like, when I'm done, I'm going to bring up Underdog, and he'll be like, yeah, Underdog.
No, I brought up Underdog so that you could be like, yeah, Underdog.
I never actually saw Underdog. I just know he was in it.
I've seen it, but again, I haven't seen it in years.
2007 was the year of Jason Lee. He was Underdog, and then he was in Alvin and the
Alvin and the
Chipmunks.
Chipmunks.
I only
Alvin and
ever
the
saw the
Chipmunks
first one.
I have seen. I've seen every Alvin and the Chipmunks movie.
You told me you've seen The Squeakquel and Shipwrecked and whatever the fourth one is.
The Road Chip, yes.
The Road Ship. I appreciate that they tried with puns on all of them.
I like the puns personally.
Yeah.
And I will say this. I don't hate the first movie.
I mean, I saw it when I was 9, so no, I don't hate the first movie, but I'm sure it's not good now.
It's not good.
That was how I
but
learned
I
what lip
felt an
syncing was.
effort.
That movie
That's
was how
why-
I learned what lip syncing was.
That's why I found out who not Jason Lee,
David Cross.
David Cross. That's how I found out who David Cross was.
I think that was when I put a face to the name or the voice, because he voiced a Marine in Halo 2.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was David Cross, Michelle Rodriguez, Laura Prepon, all voiced Marines in Halo 2.
I knew about,
among other people. I
I
think
knew about
Cheech
the
Marin
other
does
two.
one.
I knew about all
Cheech-
of them. I didn't know
Yeah.
about David Cross.
He's actually in a cutscene. He's in the cutscene where that scarab shows up.
So what?
Oh, this is an iconic scene.
It is. Was
what
Alvin
were we
and the
gonna ask?
Chipmunks before Arrested Development?
No, after Arrested Development premiered in like
After, right?
03.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
And
I've
Arrested
seen
Development, like, he started, I've seen like half the first season. I remember liking it, but I never finished it. It was around the time that the first Netflix season came out was when I started watching the show.
I started watching it when the second one was coming out.
Mm.
So I watched all of the first 4 seasons.
Yeah, the original run was 3, I think.
3 seasons. Yeah. And then I saw the updated season 4 because the original season 4 got quote unquote delisted from Netflix, but it's still there. You just have to go to like extras or something like that. And then I saw season 5.
Yeah, I heard the last, like, there's moments in the first revival season, but season 5 was just bad from what I hear.
Season 5 has an entire plotline with Isla Fisher and Bryce Dallas Howard being sisters.
Okay. You ever get in a snowball fight?
I have, yes.
I haven't. I don't even know if I've ever made a proper snowball. Like, I haven't made a snowman either.
I've done both. I've made proper snowmen and
Well, I haven't lived.
snowball fights.
We established this.
That is true.
My life now is just going to movies and working.
Ah, man, jumping on beds. So fun.
Oh, yeah.
That
I
was
used
a
to do,
good
like... I used to do, like, WWE matches on my bed with my pillow as my opponent. I would beat him up, do spine busters and power bombs.
Me and my brother would do that.
Yeah.
I would go and I would do like that jump. I don't know what it's called, but it's a jump where you go towards the person and you grab their head behind you and you bring them down. Like that move.
I'm trying to think of what the move is. Just by your description, I'm not sure.
But it's like you're like back to the person and you take their head and you jump down.
That's like a neck breaker.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Probably
back to
broke
back.
my neck a couple times. but like I would just run into his room and he'd be there and then I'd just jump up, grab his face and just bring him down to the bed.
Now, I want to see what NFL player is on this kid's jersey, because if he's in New York, the Giants are blue, the Jets are green. They might have, like, white away jerseys. And I'm also trying to pinpoint, because it's 2002 when they're making this, who it would be. And I don't know if we'll ever get an answer.
Black Santa. Have you heard about Black Santa?
I've heard the name Black Santa. I think it was a thing, like, a couple years ago, whatever it was. Are you not going to explain it?
No, because I don't know.
Oh, okay. This would be me asking someone out. Do you want to eat food?
This is a real Sonny and Usnavi dynamic.
Yeah, I see it. Although Usnavi was a fairly responsible adult.
He was,
Oh,
yes.
Oh, is this Chad? I think it's Chad Pennington on the jersey. If it's number 11, I think it's Pennington.
80.
80. Who are you? Turn around. Turn around.
Turn around.
Damn
Every
it.
now and then I get a little bit more.
The Battlefield 4 campaign opens with that song as you're about to drown. That's all I had to say. I have nothing else to add as far as that goes. James Caan's kind of a dick in this movie. Oh, this was the biggest laugh for me every time.
All right, let's see.
You definitely swapped out for a stuntman, right?
I think Will Ferrell did it.
I guess he could have landed on a crash pad.
Yeah. It's not like, well, you haven't seen Scott Pilgrim, but I was going to say, it's not like in Scott Pilgrim when he jumps out the window.
Oh yeah, I've seen the behind the scenes of that moment.
Yeah.
Stumbled across that tweet or something. You ever go with either of your parents on a take your kid to work day?
No, we didn't have that.
I went with my mom a few times at a few different jobs.
I mean, like I would get picked up from my mom's work and then go to work with her.
Yeah.
Oh no,
like
I'd get picked up from school and then go to work with my mom, but there was never like a take your kid to work day.
yeah, our schools did an official like take your kid to work day, so you could take
No.
the day off and go to work with a parent.
No, that's a lie that the liberal media tried to
Okay,
throw my
Kamala once
way.
again.
Yeah, Kamala.
Yeah, I think the last one I did was like 7th or 8th grade, which is like I've been to work enough, but at that point she was just having me do clerical duty the whole day.
Now, we've been through this. I don't like coffee, but you like coffee. Well, you can't drink coffee anymore, correct?
Well, I can. I
You
don't like
can.
to. It makes me feel dehydrated. And
yeah.
I already start off the morning feeling dehydrated, even though like I drink a ton of water and I don't drink that much soda anymore. I used to drink more soda than I do now. But coffee just makes me feel dehydrated, so I don't like doing it right at the beginning of the day.
Yeah, I've never been able to get into coffee or any of those kinds of things. Hot chocolate? Yes. Tea, to a certain point, I will drink tea, and I will force myself to, because I don't think, like, it's terrible. But coffee, never was able to get into it.
Yeah, I like iced tea and sweet tea, and I drink the Gold Peak tea now out of the bottle. I do like the sugar-free one.
Nah, you
And
gotta
I
drink
like-
Arizona tea. Represent.
Hey, I'm not from Arizona. I don't have to represent you.
Yeah, true. But I'll be representing you in the Super Bowl this year.
No, will you? What if the Steelers are there instead of the Chiefs?
You think the Steelers are gonna beat the Chiefs there?
No,
Exactly.
I do not. They, as of recording, they are playing this weekend, and the Chiefs have had like 10 players go down with COVID. So, the mailroom. That's the place you send all the misfits.
Yeah.
Did you ever see? It's a German movie called The Lives of Others in any of your classes?
Not yet. Or if
It's
we
awesome.
have, I didn't see it.
Okay. Yeah, I watched it in like 3 different film classes in college. It's tremendous. But anyway, it's about like a whistleblower around the time that the wall came down. And at the end of the movie, a character gets sent to the mailroom as like punishment for his whistleblowing. The mailroom is like the ultimate punishment.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I just spoiled a movie that I told you to go watch, so sorry about that.
It's Cage!
Andy Richter?
What? No. Well, yes, Andy Richter and then KG from Tenacious D.
Oh, it's Kyle Gass? Okay. Didn't recognize him. I assumed Andy Richter played a character named Cage in something. That's what I thought you were saying.
No. I immediately went to KG.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett?
Uncut Gems commentary?
I'll do it. There will be an entire sequence where you should probably be silent for our own good.
Yeah. No, I've seen it once,
Yeah, I saw it once.
and I liked it.
I loved it. The first 20 minutes, I thought, oh no, I'm going to hate this movie. And then it just got so good the rest of the way through.
Yeah. And we'll save it for the commentary.
Yeah. Uncut Gems
You ever
got
been
spoiled
sucked
for me by
off?
my
I mean,
screenwriting professor.
Damn it.
You ever get the Suck 9000?
I was gonna say, you ever have like a vacuum or like suction on your face?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Sorry, something happened in wrestling that I was looking at.
Jeez, so much alcohol.
Is that Jackie Earle Haley? No, I don't think it is. But he's in Semi Pro. Have you seen Semi Pro?
A movie that I have totally seen.
You're being sarcastic.
I've not seen Semi Pro, and I've not seen the one with Owen Wilson.
What one with Owen Wilson?
The ice skating one.
No, that's John Heater, not Owen Wilson.
Oh, is
Blades
it John Heater?
Blades of Glory is the movie
Blades
you're
of
thinking
Glory.
of.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
My bad. John Heater. We talked about Napoleon Dynamite earlier this week. One of my favorite movies. I absolutely adore that film.
I've definitely seen it, but I've never watched it in one sitting, start to finish.
Yeah. Now that's a movie that I know.
I know a lot of it. Of course, there's a situation downstairs.
The Situation from Jersey Shore.
Never watched a second of that. Although Snooki did wrestle a match at WrestleMania one time.
I've seen a little bit of Jersey Shore because I had siblings who were older than me and watching MTV at the time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We got a situation. Whoop, there it is. You ever tried to do the Rasputin dance?
What do you think?
Makes sense.
You say it's called the Rasputin dance?
Not this dance in specific, but like some of the moves that he were doing are related to the song Rasputin.
Yeah. I didn't realize. I think I had seen it in the trailer or whatever, but Grigory Rasputin is a character in The King's Man, which I mentioned earlier.
Is.
And I did not know who played in the entire movie. It's Rhys Ifans.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of people in that movie. Like, I don't think anyone cares about this movie, and I don't think it's a spoiler because he's not much of a character. Aaron Taylor Johnson is a Scottish guy in The King's Man.
Weird.
Yeah, very weird. Matthew
I know
Vaughn
that
just like
I know
likes
that
working
Gemma
with
Arterton is
same
in
people.
it, but I don't
Yeah.
know what role she plays.
She's a fairly sizable role. Jaimin Hansu is also in it in a big role. Ray Fiennes is the lead. It's about him and his son mostly. At the backdrop of World War I and helping Britain win the war. It's really the least interesting possible way they could have formed the Kingsmen, in my humble opinion, even though the movie's okay.
Kingsman 3 though, coming probably 2025.
Yeah. They've kind of killed this franchise.
They have.
And I love
they
the first
killed it
one
with
so
the
much.
Second one.
Yeah. I would say if The King's Man had come out before the second movie, I think there would still be juice in the franchise.
Hey, look, it's the tree from Hawkeye. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I do want to
Yeah.
see that tree though.
I'll let you have that because today was Hawkeye finale day.
Yeah, and the finale took place right here. So I was very happy. But just in general,
You ever go ice skating or rollerblading?
Oh
I never have.
no! So here's what happened. Me and like my childhood friends and stuff, we were gonna go ice skating, but my friend from high school who lives over on the East Coast, he was in town. So I said, "Hey, is it cool if I bring him?" And they were like, "Yeah, come on, we'll bring everyone and we'll go ice skating and all that stuff." We were waiting in line for maybe 45 minutes, and then they come up to us and they say, "All right, so stopping right in front of you guys, that's where we're gonna stop for tonight." Hey, there he is, the Dinkle.
The Dinkmeister.
The Dinkmeister. So they said, "All right, we're gonna stop right in front of you guys, and that'll be it. So if you want to stay, just for in case, you can, but we don't think that you guys will be able to go and skate."
Oof.
So my friend and I left, and then they were able to skate. Like a little bit later, we were seeing videos and photos of them skating on the rink, and I was
That
like,
sucks.
"I missed it." So
F in the chat.
no, I have not gone ice skating.
Did you say you thought that Cyrano movie looked terrible?
That what?
The Cyrano movie, the movie with Dinklage that's coming out. You say you thought that looked
Yes.
terrible?
Yes.
I thought it looked surprisingly okay. I was like, looked iffy to me, but it didn't look as terrible as I thought it would if you told me that premise.
Now you know it's a musical, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's one of those movies that doesn't seem like a musical until you see the musical stuff in the trailer.
Yeah. No, Cyrano does not look good in my opinion. Not that it matters, by the way, but the Oscar shortlist, In the Heights is completely just shut out. And I'm very sad. For everything.
Oh, okay.
Sound, music, original song, just completely shut out. But you know what is there? Dear Evan Hansen.
I mean, I wouldn't have given... I don't think I would give it In the Heights any technical award.
Oh, no, but like original song, it wasn't even nominated. Like, it wasn't even in the shortlist.
All right, and here's my hot take. I don't know if they did an original song in the movie itself, but I think a credit song being an original song submission is a cheat. I don't like it.
Oh, no, that's fair.
It has to be a song that you incorporate into your movie itself. Which is why I'm cheering for No Time to Die by Billie Eilish to win Best Original Song, folks.
I think
happens in the movie. It should probably will. Bond songs have a good track record. The last two have won.
Looking at the other songs for the year, I'm like, I don't see any of these winning. The Encanto one that they picked, I'm like, that's not
an angry elf. Do you think this is mean-spirited, this scene?
Yes.
Making too much fun of Dinklage?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's also a badass here.
Yeah. He's not acting here. He's really just mad at Will Ferrell.
I mean, it's got to be a shitty thing for him, or just like anybody who's not a majority in any way. Just all their roles are based on that aspect of them. That's got to be annoying.
Yeah.
Like, maybe X-Men? They didn't really make a big deal of his size in X-Men.
I don't think it ever comes up in X-Men.
No. Well, the character is in the comics is just like a regular dude, right?
Yeah, he's a regular dude. And then in Days of Future Past, he's played by Dinklage. But they never addressed his height at all, which I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was talking to someone the other night, and we were talking about, like, oh, who could be some actors to come into the MCU? So someone said Danny DeVito, right? And they were saying,
okay,
what role would he play, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, cast him as Mole Man.
In the Fantastic Four movie?
Yes.
I only know that because I played the video game for the first movie.
Yeah. I'm like, cast Mole Man and make him not Peter Dinklage, make him Danny DeVito. And they're like, wait a second, that's a good casting for that role.
It's really not bad. Dinklage is in the MCU already, isn't he? He's that character in Infinity War.
Yeah.
The dwarf in the mines. He's got one of the best line deliveries where he's like, "That's what killing you means."
Yeah. And it was really funny to see like the tweets being like, Peter Dinklage, his role is really a flip on what it is. And I'm like, all right, so he's big.
Yes,
and then literally seeing the movie, it's like, okay, so he was big. Big, which is a good movie with Tom Hanks.
I've heard I haven't seen it. I've heard it's a problematic movie, looking back.
You know, a lot of movies are.
Well, yeah.
One of the movies that we both like, Tropic Thunder, a lot of people think that's a problematic movie.
I will hold my tongue. That's how you have to start any pitch in an ad meeting.
It
Picture
really
this.
is. Now picture this: a
You
potato
gotta do the
that's
thing with
lost
your
his
hands.
way. We have a potato
Damn.
named Russell T. Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. I meant to say Russell the potato. Russet potato. Okay. Anyway,
Okay. I was just bringing up the Seahawks quarterback. That's what you were thinking, I think.
caca.
This poor kid, he likes the Jets. He's had a miserable 18 years since this movie, and a miserable entire life before this movie.
Now imagine if he was a Lions fan, which they've won too. They beat Arizona last week.
Oh, 2 games this season? I thought you meant 2 Super Bowls. Like, no, they haven't.
No. I meant 2 games this season.
Yeah, fuck him up, James Conn.
And Shaw? Where's Shaw? His name is
no.
Hobbs.
Any moment like that, you need a really angry old man to yell your last name at you as you walk out of the room. That's the button on every scene like that.
It really is.
The best use of this isn't exactly as I was describing, but it's in Hot Rod when Isla Fisher is running away to go be with Rod, and Will Arnett's just like, "Babe, wait!" like 55 times in a row. We need a Hot Rod commentary.
Hot Rod is good. I want one for Popstar Never Stop Never Stopping as well.
That would be my
movie's
first
great.
viewing. That'd be interesting.
That movie's great.
Although I don't think it's ever on streaming.
It never is.
Santa? So talking about this movie a little bit, this movie's just okay.
It's fine.
It's totally fine. I'm gonna give this 3 stars and not think about it again until I watch it in like 10 years.
It's enjoyable. It's a Christmas classic in that, like, I'd probably watch it on Freeform with the commercial breaks and everything and be
Yeah.
on my phone for half of it, but it's good.
It's a classic in the sense that regular people will love watching it from time to time.
Yeah.
Everybody I know loves this movie. Everybody I grew up with, all their parents, like it's perfect for all ages. Buddy. So trivia question, what was the next movie Favreau directed after this?
Slackers?
Huh?
No. Oh,
You're thinking of
Swingers.
Swingers.
Is what I'm thinking of.
Which was before this. That's incorrect.
So what was the next one? 03. The next one isn't Iron Man, is it?
It's not. You're forgetting the one in between that I always forget about. I've never seen it.
I won't get it.
Zathura.
Zathura! Damn it!
I've never seen it, although every time I go to my local vintage stock, they have a PSP section, and that's one of the movies they have there.
I
on
like
the PSP.
Zathura. It's good. It's a nice modern day Jumanji.
I haven't seen any Jumanji movies.
I've seen all 4. Well, because
Wait,
Zathura,
all 4?
Zathura
Oh,
is
it's technically a Jumanji
a
movie?
sequel to Jumanji, yes.
I see. What's she eating there? Some ramen?
Holiday
I had a-
hijinks.
I ate at it's hijinks with an X. That's how you know it's cool.
Oh, this was the era of X everything.
Yeah, X and Z.
Extreme, X Games,
Yeah.
Xmas.
This was the era in wrestling where the Hardy Boys were the boys with the Z and the Dudley Boys were the boys with the Z. Because it's cool. I ate at a ramen place yesterday, and they didn't give you silverware automatically. You had to ask for it. But they did give you chopsticks. So I'm like, okay, I'll try the chopsticks to start. And I was better than I should have been with them, with my 0 experience using chopsticks. But my God, it does not seem like the ideal way to eat food.
I've never been
More
good with
difficult than it needs to be.
chopsticks. Like, I've tried chopsticks in general, and I've never been good with them. But to be
Yeah,
fair, I also don't eat a lot of Asian cuisine, so I don't
I
use
eat a
them.
lot of Asian food.
Yeah, so I don't use them ever, pretty
I, s-
much.
I support local Asian businesses like Panda Express.
Mm. It's really interesting that this score has the same little motif at the beginning, like Polar Express. Because Polar Express has the same little da na na na, but it
I
changes
remember
after that.
I remember nothing about Polar Express,
Oh, I love Polar
except that I
Express.
hated it as a kid.
I watch it every year. The
Okay.
animation is terrible. I hate
Hmm.
that era of just like, all right, cool. So we're gonna make everything super realistic. And Tom Hanks plays like 17 characters, including the main kid.
Now the only movie where Tom Hanks can play 17 characters that I'll watch is Cloud Atlas.
Yeah.
Did you just try to flirt with her?
Yeah. I'm like, is this some
You're
person that
great
was
news
popular
lady.
in 2003 or something? You got
got
a
a
great
great
mouth.
Oh, her noodles are gonna get so soggy when she gets home, absorbing all that moisture. Gung ho. Ooh, how do you feel about Taco Bell?
Taco
I can't
Bell
hear
is
you.
bad. Don't worry, you'll
Okay.
hear it on the commentary. I sounded like I was one of the throat singers from Dune.
Okay. Anyway, I saw a tweet saying that they're bringing back the Mexican pizza.
The Mexican
Which is-
pizza. Can I get Mexican French toast? I'm sorry, I'm stealing that joke from Brian from the Wangers, but that was a good joke, Brian.
I don't remember this joke.
Cody was in the drive-through line getting some food at Taco Bell, and he says, "Can I get the Mexican pizza?" And like, why's it gotta be Mexican? Cody asked him for some Mexican French toast.
Look here.
USA, USA, USA.
Oh, I had a question. So it's one of my big movie gaps is Good Will Hunting. Did the How Do You Like Them Apples thing originate in that movie?
In which one?
Is
This
it an
one?
expression? No, in Good Will Hunting, he says, "How do you like
Oh.
them apples?" Is that an expression that we as a society adopted from that movie?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I saw the first half hour of that movie. I never finished it. This is years and years ago, but I remember that line, and I'm like, is this where that line came from?
So you didn't even get to the "It's not your fault" monologue. That's a good monologue.
No, I just had to. Something happened, and I never got back to it. This was like at least 5 years ago now.
Good Will Hunting was really good.
That's all I've ever heard. Oh, that's the stock horse sound.
It really is. As we've talked
It's
about
in-
before, me
That
and my
sounds in Metal
friend,
Gear Solid 5. That exact sound
I'm sure.
when
it
you
is.
call your horse to you.
As we talked about earlier, me and my friend would reenact scenes and stuff in middle school, and that "It's not your fault" monologue was one of them.
Mm.
Dutch angles.
I can't wait to watch Thor.
There was some movie that was this year that was just completely in Dutch angles, and it was.
We had this literal exact conversation on a commentary already, and I don't remember what the
I
movie
don't
was.
remember what it was either. and I've gone through my letterbox to see like what was that damn movie that we saw.
This
that was
conversation has
all
gone the exact
Dutch
same way
angles?
twice.
It has.
You say Dutch angles, I say Thor, and you're like, there was a movie earlier this year.
There was an idea.
Stark knows this.
The idea was to bring together a group of people.
I don't remember the rest of it. I'm so
Me
sorry.
neither. It wasn't Malignant, and I don't think it was Last Night in Soho, but there was some movie.
I think we determined Last Night in Soho was the closest one to what you were thinking of.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about this ending.
I always remembered the ending of this movie. Couldn't say a line, but I know that this
I
is
do
how the
remember
movie
that moment
ends.
where she gets the Susie talks a lot.
And then he's gonna call her out.
What was the big shoe that you remember when you were a kid? Was there like a big shoe that was a big thing when you were growing up?
I don't remember like shoes because I've never been into them. When like sports isn't
I've
my
never been,
thing, but sports are very tied with shoes.
yeah, I've
So
never been really into shoes in particular, but I remember the Reebok ZigTech were a big thing for like 5 years.
I had a
And
feeling like it would be Reebok too. I'm like, it was
yeah,
Reebok or Skechers that were
it
like
was
the
the
big thing.
ZigTech. You know the ZigTech that I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
I'll send you a picture of them.
But
But
I
like
remember like
all the athletes were wearing these, and look, I always thought they were cool, but looking back, it looks so stupid.
I remember I always wanted the Skechers light up shoes.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was like I'm trying to find a high quality picture, but it was like a zigzag pattern on the bottom of the shoe. That was the whole thing,
Mm.
and it was like it. I swear this took over for like 5 years.
Jeez.
Here, I sent it to you on the Discord. You must have seen kids wearing these shoes.
I probably did. I'm sure if I see them, I'll know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember these.
No? Okay.
That squeak for some reason reminded me of Wheezy, and it reminded
Oh,
me
yep.
of the
Yep.
of the plane climax of Toy Story 2.
So over the top.
What's a more unrealistic plane sequence? Toy Story or Fast and Furious? What is it? Five? Is it five? Is it four?
Where they parachute out of the plane?
No. The airstrip, like when they're
Oh, that's
driving for
6.
like 20 minutes.
That's the sixth one.
Yeah. Didn't they do the calculations that say that airfield has to be
It's
some
like 200 miles long or
yeah,
something.
it was something huge and ridiculous.
Yeah. I will say Toy Story just because there's a bunch of toys that do it.
True, fair.
At least humans are doing it in Fast and Furious.
Yeah. He sees you when you're sleeping.
He's a creeper. Dude, invasion of privacy.
If you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
Mary Steenburgen, not a great singer.
You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. Have you seen that video?
No. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, there's a video where they start saying, you better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better. And it just keeps getting louder and louder. Did that say Daredevil laughter, by the way?
I missed it on the captions.
I was about to say, we're getting a Daredevil reference because Jon Favreau was in it.
This is the same year that Daredevil movie came out. I saw someone say Ben Affleck should have been in No Way Home.
I saw that too. They were saying like, imagine. Well, never mind. We could
Spoilers.
talk about
Okay.
it, but I think because we're releasing it so soon after,
Yeah, probably for the best.
yeah.
I apologize if we spoiled anything about No Way Home right there.
Yes, sorry guys.
But I also think, at this point, the point you're listening to this, you've probably seen the movie if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Dirk Lawson. All his friends are singing it with him now.
Now hear me out. Fred Durst does a Christmas movie.
He's directed movies before.
Oh,
We
he
could
did.
do a-
Did he do that?
The Travolta movie with the bowl
Travolta-
cut called The Fanatic.
The Fanatic. That's what it was.
I was about to say we should do a Fanatic commentary.
Yeah, I'm like, that was the one that he did.
He did another one. Fred Durst did. I don't remember.
Did I tell you about my idea for Blimp Biscuit?
Blink Biscuit?
No, Blimp Biscuit.
Oh, Blimp. Yeah, I think you did.
Oh my god. It'd be so stupid, but for some reason I feel like it would be a good idea.
Bye, buddy.
I like that it stays a secret. The Chrysler Building.
Empire State myself.
It's got a better view.
Oh, I thought that was the Jurassic Park logo on that bottle for a second.
I thought so too. I'm looking at him like, why is there a Jurassic Park logo?
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Man, that's some bad art for that book.
For real. Would you get me in middle school to do that art? This sounds like a video game. The Candy Cane Forest, the Twirly Swirly Gumdrops.
It sounds like the Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel that we never got.
A movie I've definitely seen.
Yeah, we've established that you have not seen a Robert Rodriguez film.
Yeah. What would be the funniest first Robert Rodriguez movie for me to watch?
Maybe Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Because like
I'm trying to
Machete and El Mariachi and all those movies, like those are more typical Robert Rodriguez
Yeah.
action.
You got From
films
Dusk
and
Till
stuff.
Dawn and Grindhouse and a couple others.
But then you have
And then
stuff like the Spy
weird.
Kids films, which
Yeah,
aren't.
it's weird. It's like half his career is kids movies, and the other half is like violent schlock.
Yeah. But hey, good for him. I love Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, that's it. That's Elf.
That's the way it ends. It ends kind of abruptly. And
Yeah,
like we don't even get a cast list because we get that at the beginning. Oh no, there it is.
No, there it is. Will Ferrell, James Caan, Bob Newhart, Ed Asner, Mary Steenburgen. Oh,
Zooey
I
Deschanel.
burped. Never mind.
Daniel Tay, Faison Love, Peter Dinklage, Jamie Sedaris, Andy
Leon
Richter,
Redbone.
KG.
Jon Favreau.
Yep.
Any other names I recognize here?
I think that might be all of them. Yeah, those are all
yeah.
the ones that I was able to remember. Doug Chapman. David Chapman. Who's he? Is he a Twitter person?
You're thinking of Rex Chapman.
Rex Chapman. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I muted that guy on Twitter so long ago.
Anyway,
All he does is regurgitate other people's tweets.
Anyway, guys, we did Elf. It's
Yeah.
a delightful film. We talked all over it and barely adjust the
Yeah,
movie.
you can technically say we watched this movie, but if you listen, you might be fooled.
Yeah, but I enjoy the film. I think it's a fun watch to have on
It's
every year.
a fun watch.
It's a fun
is
watch.
what I would say.
And it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So we hope you guys enjoyed our commentary. We hope that you guys have a Merry Christmas if you're watching this for Christmas. And if you celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or any kind of different things, we just want to say happy holidays to you. And we hope that you have a
Yep.
wonderful winter holiday season as a whole.
All the holidays, including the New Year that's coming up. I really hate that Christmas and New Year's are both on a Saturday.
Yeah, this year they're all on a Saturday.
I hate it. Oh, well.
Oh well. But that's going to be it for our commentary for Elf. we hope that you guys
A
enjoyed
Christmas
it.
classic.
It is indeed a Christmas classic, 2003. Can we say that it's nostalgic?
At this point, yeah.
Oh, well, yes, when it hits 20, so 2 more years, and then it can be considered nostalgic. But Elf, I like it. And
Yeah.
we just hope that you guys have a good holiday. That's going to be all from us, and we will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.